50 years ago today, a Coloradan made history, issuing the first ever same-sex marriage license in the country. A year after that, one of the nation's largest conversion therapy networks was created. Decades later, history is once again a current event. Our Jaleesa Irizarry shows us the progress made in the fight to preserve it.
Today, her name, her face can be spotted all over Boulder. Clela Warrex, issuing those 6 same-sex marriage licenses decades ago, is celebrated now.
These are hard to read.
That wasn't always the case back then.
And these are some positive and negative letters that were sent to Clela at the time.
Chris Taylor runs the Museum of Boulder. Letters written to Warrex back in the 70s are on display as part of an exhibit highlighting pivotal people in Boulder's LGBTQ movement.
I don't think these are even the worst.
Warrex signed those marriage licenses in 1975. Lately, 50 years doesn't feel so far away. For Heather Benton,
it feels like we're backtracking a little bit.
And Madison Dennis.
But it's definitely disappointing to wake up and read the news every day.
Benton and Dennis are both Colorado licensed therapists. They, along with others, created a national petition to shed light on a U.S. Supreme Court case that challenges a current Colorado law banning conversion therapy for minors. Benton and Dennis are against that challenge.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm a queer therapist myself, and it will truly harm our youth, like exponentially. And that is what I'm nervous for.
So we know that minors in particular who are subjected to conversion therapy experience higher rates of depression, anxiety, drug use, and suicide. I think that's unacceptable.
Conversion therapy is a widely discredited practice that seeks to change an individual's sexual orientation or gender identity through counseling. A year after Warrex signed those marriage licenses, Exodus International, one of the largest conversion therapy networks, opened its doors.
I know they went massive international and it caused extreme harm.
Benton fears if this law is overturned, more harm will come.
It wasn't always this progressive.
Taylor hopes looking at the past will allow people to be mindful of the present.
And we can celebrate those folks here in this exhibition as well and sort of remind us all that the work continues.
The U.S. Supreme Court is expected to take up that Colorado case in its next session. It's important to note that Colorado does not ban religious leaders from performing conversion therapy. That means if places like Exodus International still exist in Colorado, they could still perform conversion therapy on minors because they were a faith-based organization, not necessarily licensed therapists.
So you mentioned it briefly, Exodus International, the conversion therapy network. Is that still active right now in Colorado?
Yeah, they actually disbanded in 2013. And when the leader announced it, he issued an apology and admitted they did cause a lot of pain for people.
Interesting. Jaleesa Irizarry, appreciate it.